Body pillows, regular $89.99, now only $29.99. Or My Pillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code. Order now to take advantage of my Christmas special, and I'll extend my money-back guarantee through March 1st, 2021.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
The My Pillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the My Pillow mattress topper.
My Pillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on My Pillows, but so much more. For example, you get body pillows, regular $89.99, now only $29.99. Or My Pillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code. Order now to take advantage of my Christmas special, and I'll extend my money-back guarantee through March 1st, 2021. And get your My Pillow gift cards for the best Christmas gifts ever.
Right now, we're waking up to a winter wonderland. Chris is tracking the snow and just how long it will stay in our morning forecast. And the Food and Drug Administration officially approves the first vaccine for emergency use in the United States.
This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, December 11th. I'm Taylor Lazenby. Well, let's get straight to it. It's snowing outside. We need those weather alerts. Chris Reese is in the Weather Alert Center with more. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Taylor. I had to laugh a little bit. You talked about the winter wonderland, and this was the shot. You can't see anything out there for the most part. The snow is certainly coming down heavy. I certainly got a little too excited there. Just bumped it to the screen. Temperatures are at 30 degrees. Winds are out of the north, sustained at 25 miles per hour, but we're seeing some of those wind gusts higher, upwards to 36, 37 miles per hour here in Madison right now. And the snow continues to come down. It's not going anywhere yet. The time now is 8 o'clock. We still have at least a couple more hours of the snow to go before it finally begins to wind down. We had some heavier bands work in from the south. Some of these darker blue colors that you're seeing, those are those heavier bands as they stand right now. One of those is working through Madison, another one just south through parts of Greene County. We still have at least a little heavy snow to go back towards the south and west, and that's going to continue to lift its way northeastward as we go through time. All this together is likely going to add up another inch, maybe 2 or maybe 3 as we go through time. I expect at least an inch or 2 of additional snow. By the way, in Madison, we've had about 5 inches of snow so far. Just measured out on the weather patio. Granted, this was 30 minutes ago now that I did that, but that was when we still had 5.5 inches. So 30 minutes later, I'm intrigued to see how that may have changed. But one thing is for sure, the forecast seems right on track for 3 to 7 inches here through the Madison Metro. Perhaps some areas are going to be locally up to 8, 2 to 4 just towards the north, and it cuts off sharply to 1 to 2. Down towards the south and east, some folks in Janesville have about 3 inches right now. Others don't have any snow right now. So it's going to be a real tricky forecast once you get southeast of Madison in terms of what we actually end up with. But we are not done, Taylor. We're tracking this all morning long.
All right, thank you so much, Chris. We've had a good morning playing out in the snow, but as the weather system moves through the area, Madison street crews are asking people to avoid going out for a drive. Our News 3's Gabriella Becerra is tracking the road conditions this morning. Gabby, how is it looking out there?
Good morning, Taylor. I am on Mineral Point near the Beltline and a couple blocks down from Westtown Mall. But traffic is moving seemingly without any problems. And I just drove on this road not too long ago, and it was pretty smooth, but kind of slick. So just like any road in Madison today, you want to take your time and move slow. But what I want to point out to you is Tree Lane. Now, if you look this way, the road is kind of accumulating with snow right now, but what's different about this road than in past years is it won't be salted. So what happened is the city of Madison decided to cut back on some of their salting routes, and this was chosen as one of them from Mineral Point Road to High Point Road, and this is in an effort to cut down on the environmental impact that salt has on the water here in Madison. So what's going to happen now is that this road will be be treated like a residential road. So it'll be plowed when it gets to 3 inches, and we've already seen it plowed once today. So I'm sure if it gets to that point again, the city will continue to take care of it. But again, be careful on these roads. We've had one slide off reported in Dane County. That was on the eastbound belt line getting off at Gammon. No injuries, luckily, but just take your time, take it slow, and be careful if you're out there today.
All right, great information. Thank you so much, Gabby. And as Gabby said, you can stick with us as we wake up this morning because we're going to give you a look at those road conditions a little bit later on. And like Gabby said, we are tracking the snow this morning on air and online. And remember, you can always get the updates on News 3 Now on our Weather Alert app. And there are several developing stories in courts across the United States. First, the U.S. Supreme Court has thrown out a lawsuit brought on by the Texas Attorney General and the president to overturn the election results in several swing states, including right here in Wisconsin. Secondly, the state Supreme Court will hear oral arguments into another Trump campaign lawsuit. This one is on a state level. The case was dismissed earlier Friday by a lower court in Racine County. This state case challenges the election results in Milwaukee and Dane County. Governor Evers says Wisconsin's Electoral College members will meet on Monday to cast their votes for president and vice president. The electors are scheduled to meet at the state capitol around noon. During the meeting, the electors will officially assign Wisconsin's 10 Electoral College votes to President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, who won the state by more than 20,000 votes. Governor Evers certified Biden's win in Wisconsin last month. And the FDA has given emergency use authorization to the Pfizer coronavirus vaccine, the first vaccine in the U.S. to be approved in the battle against the pandemic. The vaccine comes more than after 294,000 people nationwide have died from COVID-19. More American deaths than all of the World War II. Chris Martinez reports.
The FDA has approved Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine for emergency use. The drug maker is sending the first doses to hospitals and pharmacies around the country. The shipments contain enough vaccines to immunize roughly 3 million people. UPS says it has already started shipping vaccine kits with supplies like syringes. The next step is transporting the vaccine itself and making sure it stays at the required extreme cold temperature until it's delivered to hospitals.
Other times, we've had freezers or refrigerators that don't work. We can replace the drug. In this case, we can't.
With the nation fighting another COVID-19 wave, President-elect Joe Biden expressed optimism.
We'll have a national coordinated strategy that will beat this virus. As tough as things are now, I firmly believe better days are ahead.
This week, daily coronavirus deaths topped 3,000 in the U.S. for the first time since the pandemic began.
As physicians, we've been trained to help people, and it's really hard right now to feel helpless.
From the West Coast to the East, cities and states are imposing tough new restrictions. Starting Monday, indoor dining will be banned again in New York City, another hit to struggling restaurants.
We said that we would watch it. If the hospital rate didn't stabilize, we would close indoor dining. It has not.
In Lansing, Michigan, parents, students, and coaches demanded high school sports restart across the state. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The U.S. government is doubling its order of Moderna vaccine for a total of 200 million doses. The Department of Health and Human Services made that announcement yesterday. Research shows both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are about 95% effective. But Moderna's doesn't have to stay as quite as cold during the shipping and storage process. In Milwaukee, the VA Medical Center there says it now has a new ultra-cold freezer that will be able to store the Pfizer vaccine at the required temperature, which is at least at minus 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Health professionals say they don't usually have vaccines that need to be stored in such extreme temperatures. Milwaukee is one of 37 VA facilities picked to get the vaccine first. And 86 inmates in the Rock County Jail have now tested positive for COVID-19. This is all a part of a mass testing effort over the past few days, where 217 inmates tested positive. At the beginning of the week, only 3 inmates were positive. That number has been increasing all week. And a Janesville elementary school is pivoting to online instruction due to an increased number of COVID-19 cases. Lincoln Elementary students will begin virtual learning starting on Tuesday. Monday will be used as a transition day. Remote learning will run through at least Tuesday, that's December 22nd. That's the day before winter break starts for the school district of Janesville. And coming up, we continue to give you the latest weather updates as we're waking up to snow this morning. You are taking a live look over the Capitol. Chris is checking our forecast. That's just ahead.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by Shopco Optical.
When roads get wet and your tires are in bad condition, accidents happen. Meinake's technicians will inspect, repair, or replace your tires as needed to make sure you stay safe on the road. Stop in or make an appointment online today. Meineke, doing car care right.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues to help hardworking families attain home ownership. By providing financial coaching, homeowners can manage their mortgage and other finances while building stability for their family. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
Come on. Let's go.
Come on. Let's go in.
Toyotathon is on. 'Tis the season for great year-end deals.
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can get $750 customer cash on a stylish new 2021 Camry. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Don't miss out. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey guys, listen up! This coronavirus thing has lasted forever. If we're gonna get back out there, we need to work together. We've got to take care of ourselves. So wear your mask, wash your hands, get your flu shot, social distance. The sooner we all do it, the sooner we can get back to the important stuff, like playing. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Jewelry gifts for all the special people on your list are at Diamond Select in Stoughton. Diamond studs are always a hit. Already have diamond studs? Get larger ones. Getting engaged this December? Diamond Select has stunning engagement rings ready to go in all the popular styles. With free gift wrapping, Christmas shopping at Diamond Select is easy in, easy out. Find budget-friendly stocking stuffers throughout the store. This Christmas, shop Diamond Select on Main Street in downtown Stoughton.
Hurry into Fleet Farm to get the best deals of the week. Save big on things like all men's Field & Forest shirts. 30% off our low fleet price. Whole cashews or deluxe mixed nuts. 1-pound bags, only $5.99. And select Cooper tires. Buy 3, get the 4th free. Plus, enter our snow removal sweepstakes for a chance to win a 24-inch Husqvarna snow thrower. See store or visit fleetfarm.com for details. Fleet Farm. We've got you covered.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, visibility has certainly gone down where that heaviest snow is falling this morning. I'm watching the visibility as we speak. Down to a half a mile in Madison, a quarter mile in Monroe, which is where a lot of our heavier bands are coming from. They're moving up through Monroe first and continuing towards the north and impacting us in Madison. This is Platteville right now. They're getting in on some heavier snow that's coming down, but this is the shot here in town. This is our downtown skyline, and the reality is it's snowing so hard you can't see it. Those buildings get lost in the distance. Keep this in mind if you're getting ready to hit the road right now. Let's jump over to high-resolution Doppler. Here is the snow, and where you're seeing these darker blues, that is where the snow is coming down a little heavier. So here's New Glarus, just to the north of Monroe. That's where you're seeing some dark blue. That's going to work its way northward. So as you work your way southward towards 151 through Verona and Fitchburg, this will be impacting you as we go through the next couple of minutes here. Now I want to jump towards the south and east. Janesville, you guys all night long were rain. Now we have finally seen a transition over to snow. Some of that colder air has worked its way on in. So now we're seeing some light snow amounts showing up for places like Janesville and Beloit. This will continue as we go through the next couple of hours. Let me zoom things out here and show you that there's still more snow to go. Just back towards the south and west, That's going to continue to pivot its way northeastward through south central Wisconsin, and some of that heaviest snow is still over northwestern parts of Illinois and then working its way towards the north and east. So even though we had all that snow last night, we are not done just yet. 34 a temperature in Janesville, so you're still above freezing there. We've been in 30 for several hours in Madison, so we're still cold enough for a major impact for the snow that's actually accumulating on the roadways. You've seen that from our live reports this morning. You've seen that on social media. Expect that as we go through at least lunchtime, then things begin to wind down for us. So we're going to add about an inch or so more on top of this. I'm expecting at least an inch and a half. Some areas may get upwards of 2 more inches on top of the 5 inches that has already fallen. That being said, the forecast is right on track. We had a 5-inch snowfall report in Madison officially. We may add about another 1.5 inches to 2 inches on top of that. 5 inches down towards Dodgeville near Mineral Point. We may add another inch or so on top of that. And now as you work your way north and eastward, you're going to be on the lower end. The rain held out a little bit longer overnight, but even still, we're getting those 2 and 3 inch reports of snow. We're going to be adding to that just a little bit as we go through the rest of this afternoon. Janesville points towards the south and east to have you in that trace to 3 inches. Some of you are just now seeing your first flakes of snow. Some of you already have 2 or 3 inches, and we're going to add on top of that 2 to 4 towards the north and west, 1 to 2 as you get towards the Dells, because I'm still expecting a fairly sharp cutoff there. So we keep the alert day in the forecast for this morning, Taylor. Sunshine returns on Sunday. We're going to see those highs around 30, but then we get even colder. Monday and Tuesday, we'll see those highs into the mid-20s. A slight chance of flurries for Tuesday and Wednesday. Sunshine then returns for the middle and end of the week, with temperatures going back into the mid-30s.
Chris knows during his whole weather forecast, I was looking at him making sad faces. The whole time, like,
and I just continued to smile back, because I'll tell you, snow is my thing. And
yes.
that's the whole reason I came to Wisconsin to do the weather. It's what I live for. This is my moment.
Love it. You're doing a great job, Chris. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Well, it's becoming to be a big success in more than just a year since it debuted. And now Disney Plus is ready to take a big step forward in its content. And there are several new shows and movies you can check out this weekend, especially with the snow. Our Will Loper shares his picks and 3 things to watch. That's coming up next on News 3 Now this Saturday morning.
Keep your holidays in sync with free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Pick and Save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Going Cars is having a huge winter sale. Don't miss out on 2018 Chevy Cruises starting at $11,995 or $185 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2018 Chevy Cruze starting at $11,995 or $185 per month.
Going Cars is family owned and operated for over 50 years.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
You know that look? That life of the party look. Walk it off look. 1 more mile look. Reply all look. Own your look with fewer lines. There's only one Botox cosmetic. It's the only one FDA approved to temporarily make frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better. The effects of Botox cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Do not receive Botox cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow, eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Tell your doctor about your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. So give that just saw a puppy look. And whatever that look is, look like you with fewer lines. See results at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
This holiday season, use the Pick and Save app to get personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. So you can save big on exactly what you want, no matter who you are. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
All right, Chris, we ventured outside. Here we are.
You warm enough out here?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm over here.
Well, the snow's picked up. That's the one thing we said when we opened this store. The last time we checked outside, we did a Facebook Live earlier, and the snow was coming down, but it's a lot heavier out there right now. So I've talked about these bands that are moving in from the south where those snowfall rates are picking up, and now we are seeing them right on top of us. So this right here, this was earlier. Oh, Taylor, you leaving? You got to call? All right, sounds good. Now, this is Doppler track. I was talking about this earlier on. We've seen these bands of heavier snow starting to move in. So where you're seeing these darker blues in Dane County, that's some heavier snow that's working its way through right as we speak. This is going to continue to put down additional accumulations on top of what we've already seen. Now, about 30 minutes ago, I came out here. Well, really, at this point, it's been about 45 minutes ago, but I came out here. I measured on the weather patio. We were at 5.3 inches here at the WISC TV studios. Now, I'm going to need to measure a little bit later just to see what we have. Now, Janesville, you were all rain overnight. Like I've mentioned, you've transitioned over to all snow now, even though your temperature is still at 34. The upper atmosphere has gotten just cold enough that you are starting to see your temperatures come down, and snowflakes are making it all the way. Some light accumulations there. We'll see how your temperatures respond as we go throughout the day, but for now, there's still more snow to go. We're going to continue to watch these bands of snow as we go through the rest of this morning and then into the early afternoon. Expect another 1 to locally perhaps 2 or 3 inches of snow on top of what has already fallen. And again, roadways right now, I would not advise traveling as these roadways are still slick. The snow is coming down at a rate that even if your roads have been cleared, Taylor, it's certainly much more of a problem now until they're able to come through and clear them again. But I'll tell you what, I'm enjoying it out here. We're having some fun. My blue is turning white.
I am so like, getting my car. You know, Chris, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to put some manpower in there.
It's gonna be a struggle a little bit, but we've got this.
We got this. We got this. Thank you, Chris. Come on inside where it's warm.
Will do.
Well, turning to our consumer news now this morning, starting on Monday, McDonald's will kick off 11 days of pairing menu items with holiday characters, like hotcakes featuring Buddy the Elf and a McFlurry paired with Frosty the Snowman. Meanwhile, some of the chain's franchises have hinted at raising Happy Meal prices. When a corporate subsidy ends, the potential 20 cents or more increase could start as soon as January. And Disney Plus is ready to take a big step forward in its content with a corresponding hike in its monthly access fee. The company plans to feed Disney Plus subscribers a lot of new content. That would include around 10 new series from the Marvel and the Star Wars, also more than a dozen offerings from Disney Live, action, animation, and Pixar. All of this comes with a higher subscription fee. It's going to be up to $7.99 a month starting in March. And there's clearly no shortage of films and shows streaming right now. Our Will Loper shares a few of the best in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
We have come to this community on behalf of a young girl.
New to stream on Netflix this week is the musical film, The Prom.
We will be the biggest thing to happen in Indiana since whatever's happened in Indiana.
Meryl Streep and James Corden play Broadway stars who head to small-town Indiana to help a girl attend prom in an attempt to revive their careers.
I thought that when my parents rejected me, that I would never feel any worse. I've never felt so alone in my life.
But you're not alone. And you do have friends.
Where are they?
Okay, people, this is the part where we roll up our sleeves and we put on a prom with our own bare hands.
The Prom is streaming on Netflix now.
We are stuck here. It's the 21st century, okay? They will find us.
Newly streaming on Amazon Prime is the series The Wilds. 9 girls get stranded on an island in the middle of nowhere and find there may be something strange going on this island.
Are we in the actual Bermuda Triangle?
Everything about the island feels off.
All 10 episodes of The Wilds are streaming on Amazon Prime now.
Isn't that what we're all afraid of? That we won't be loved.
I'll be right back.
And speaking of being stranded on a remote island, this week marks the 20-year anniversary of Castaway.
Hello? Anybody?
Tom Hanks plays FedEx employee Chuck Noland, who crash lands on an island and must learn to survive on his own.
I did it. I did it.
Castaway is also the only movie that has the distinction of making audiences cry when a man loses his volleyball.
Where's Wilson? Wilson, where are you?
Castaway is streaming on HBO Max or available to rent or buy everywhere else.
Wilson! I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Wilson!
Happy watching. Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for News 3 Now this morning.
Well, coming up next, we're waking up, of course, to some beautiful snow this morning. Chris tells us just how long the snow will last in our morning forecast. Plus, we keep you updated on the latest numbers from health officials regarding the coronavirus as it spreads across the country and right here in our state. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. At McGann's, our #1 priority is treating our customers right. We want your shopping experience to be fun and informative so you have all the information you need to make smart choices. We're shoppers too, and we believe in treating our guests like family. We always have and always will. Discover the difference at McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be so glad you did.
Looks like you're not sleeping well.
How did you know? Hey, Megan!
Hey, you're that guy.
The My Pillow guy.
That's right, and I'm here to help you get the best sleep of your lives. Oh, you have a down pillow. Here's the problem with down pillows. You lay there, you feel comfortable, and guess what? It goes down, and you got one bent neck. So this pillow's no good, and I see you're sleeping on memory foam.
Right.
I'll show you what's wrong with that idea. Okay. Sleep's all about too high or too low, and I'm going to show you where your comfort level would be.
You know, that feels better.
Right, that's better, but I'm not going to sit and hold this all night. So every morning you're getting up like, you know, it's not good. Just like all of you out there, I had problems sleeping. I had tried every pillow out there and none of them worked. That's why I invented My Pillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck aligned. Call or go online to take advantage of my best offer ever. For a limited time, when you use your promo code, you can get premium My Pillows, regularly $69.98, now only $29.98. That's right, only $29.98. That's the lowest price ever.
It feels great to wake up in the morning and feel well rested. It's shocking to me that a pillow could make this big of a difference in my life.
Sleep is one of the most important things to your health, and My Pillow is one of the most important things to your sleep. Call or go online now to take advantage of my best offer ever. Use the promo code to get queen size premium My Pillows, regularly $69.98 for only $29.98. Get king size My Pillows for just $5 more. It's the lowest price ever. You're sleeping better.
Much better.
And you're looking good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Updating your home? Looking for that fresh new piece? See what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. Discover one-of-a-kind finds and discounts on appliances, furniture, and building supplies. Whatever your project, do yourself a favor and visit Habitat Restore.
Work smarter. Use the cloud to securely print, scan, and collaborate. GI Office Technologies, helping businesses like yours.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
Right now, we're waking up to a winter wonderland. Chris is tracking the snow and just how long it will stay right here in our morning forecast.
This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, December 11th. I'm Taylor Lazenby. Let's get straight to it with our weather this morning, and Chris Reese is tracking our beautiful snow that we've been getting all morning. Good morning, Chris.
Well, good morning, Taylor. Mother Nature doing her thing right now. This is the Edgewater Sky Camera. Typically, you were able to see the whole downtown skyline. Right now, you can't see anything except for what's immediately in the vicinity of our camera. So the snow is certainly coming down. Our temperature 35, winds are sustained out of the north at 25 miles per hour. You pack in the wind gusts. Wind gusts are upwards of 30 and 35 miles per hour. That's on top of snow that's falling at a pretty good clip. These dark blues are where those snowfall rates have really begun to pick up. We've seen one of those move through Madison, another one near Edgerton and Milton right now. That's continuing to lift its way towards the north. So that's going to continue to impact parts of Dane County. Still, there's some heavier snow just back towards the south and west as well, throughout parts of northern Illinois. That's going to be lifting its way northward and eastward. So some of those areas where you didn't get all that much snow last night, you're getting it now. We're not done. We have until lunchtime before this snow even begins to taper down a little bit. So it's going to continue to stay heavy for the next couple of hours, adding to the accumulations. Taylor, by the way, I did measure the snow out there. We have just over 6 inches now on the weather patio, and we're still going to add just a little bit of snow to that before things are all said and done. So this 3 to 7 inch forecast is primarily a good bet for just about everyone in that shading, even if you're on the lower end. Some of you are going to be around 3 or 4 inches. Some of you are going to be at 7, and I won't be surprised if some of you say, hey, I ended up with 8 inches of snow. That's possible by the time all is said and done. 2 to 4 inches towards the north and west, immediate north and west, and then a sharp cutoff for 1 to 2, and then a trace to 3 as you work your way down south. Taylor, I've been on social media. Even when we're done with the show, I'm going to go home, but I'm still going to be on social media. I'm going to have everything ready to track this storm, every single flake.
I'm so excited, Chris, and I'm ready for every single report.
All right.
Well, thank you, Chris. Well, dozens of plows are out this morning working to keep the roads clear, but their salt route is going to look a little different this year. Our Gabriella is out there tracking the road conditions this morning. Good morning, Gabby.
Good morning, Taylor. We decided to switch up our location a little bit. Now we're at Elver Park. It's just right off of McKenna Boulevard. But the snow is certainly coming down a lot harder than we've been seeing earlier in the morning, and it's a lot chunkier too, and very wet. After the last live shot, my face was soaked. But take a look. How beautiful is that picturesque background of all of that snow? Now this is the famous sledding hill at Elver Park, and nobody looks to be out right now. Maybe the snow is just coming down a little too hard still, or maybe it's just a little bit too early. But road conditions, you know, on my way down here, the visibility is significantly getting worse than I noticed earlier in the morning. And just like Chris said, you can barely see if you had a camera out, you could barely see, but it's very slippery, very slide. I slid around a little bit on my way over here, so you have to be careful, take it slow, leave yourself plenty of time to stop, because although those plows are out on the road doing what they can to make sure that these roads are drivable, they are still going to be very slippery. Back to you, Taylor.
Great advice. Thank you so much, Gabby. And as we'll be tracking the snow this morning, both on air and online, as a reminder, you can always get updates from News 3 Now First Warn weather team and how it'll impact your day on our First Warn weather app. Also send us your snow pictures. We want to see how you are enjoying this beautiful weather. And on to our coronavirus headlines. There are almost 3,800 new cases confirmed as of Friday and 50 new deaths. The White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, told the FDA commissioner to submit his resignation if the agency doesn't clear the Pfizer vaccine for emergency use. And a nurse at St. Mary's Care Center was helping take care of COVID-19 patients, but now is a patient herself. She doesn't have COVID, but she's battling something she's never experienced to happen to her. She said that it's put her about a month behind on her bills.
It impacted, financially, it impacted me a little mentally because I'm, trying to figure out how do I go about, continue to provide when I'm not at full capacity.
Now, Hopkins said she is still a long way before she can return to work full-time. There's a GoFundMe page set up for her if you'd like to help her out. There is a link to that. That's on our website. It's at channel3000.com. And 86 inmates are in Rock County Jail have now tested positive for COVID-19. This is all part of a mass testing effort over the past few days, where 217 inmates were tested. At the beginning of this week, only 3 inmates were positive. That number has beginning to increase all week. And a Janesville elementary school is pivoting to online instruction due to an increased number of COVID-19 cases. Lincoln Elementary students will begin virtual learning starting on Tuesday. Monday will be used as a transition day. Remote learning will run through at least Tuesday. That's on December 22nd, which is the day before winter break starts for the school district of Janesville. And the November election was conducted according to law. That's the continued stance of the Wisconsin Elections Commission administrator. But she was notably not invited to testify in front of state legislators on Friday. As Amy Reed shows us, that's what led to Democrats walking out.
This hearing is a sham. You have not called the state's top election official. You are not inviting, it's a bunch of partisan invitees.
One by one.
So I, too, will be stepping out of this sham of a hearing and watching on Wisconsin Eye.
Democrats abandoned the joint committee hearing.
4,000 people have died in this state, and we're wasting our time on hearsay and conjecture about elections instead of helping people who are sick and dying in this state is an embarrassment.
It came after testimony, starting with a conservative radio talk show host and filled with claims of election fraud that didn't include any evidence. The Dane County clerk was the only clerk on the roster, though after 5 hours, he was still waiting to speak. Wisconsin Elections Commissioner Dean Knutson said no claims of fraud had been formally submitted to the commission. Instead, he offered suggestions for reform, such as getting rid of central counting of absentee ballots.
Biden surged ahead of Trump when the Milwaukee absentee votes were reported in the early morning hours. This time, that delay caused more than confusion. It destroyed confidence in our election.
Before Democrats walked out, they questioned the integrity of the hearing and its billing as an investigation. Republicans said it was about hearing from the public.
I don't need to be heard on every issue. I don't need to question everything people say. I'm taking notes, and I am making sure that we do follow through and address many of these concerns and find out what's fact and what is fiction.
Amy Reed, News 3 Now.
Republicans at the hearing weighed the legality of appointing their own electors to vote on Monday, a common request in the Trump lawsuits that judges have repeatedly dismissed. And home in Dodgeville is turning heads with its beautiful and creative Christmas decorations. The couple who lives there makes all the decorations by hand. This is their 6th year in a row doing so. They said this year, with more people staying at home, trying to find things to do, they've had more visitors than usual.
I love Christmas, so anything to do with Christmas, I'm all for. So adding characters from movies that we love and that we watch as a family every year. It's fun to put out in our display, and then it became a known thing in town, so we always have a lot of people stop by.
Now, she says it takes about a few days to make each of the characters and about 20 hours to set them up with their Christmas display. And the plans for shipping vaccines across the country is on. Just how soon will it take to reach our area? Plus, a busy weekend with people looking to do something safely out the house is next on News 3 Now this morning.
Since 1902, Carrier has been inventing new ways to make people comfortable. And today, comfort can also mean efficiency. Because being more efficient with your home heating can mean spending less on it. And that's something everyone can get comfortable with. If you're ready for Carrier comfort, now you can get cool cash rebates of up to $1,650 on a new system. Carrier, turn to the expert.
Kurt Schlickow, Heating and Cooling, serving Sauk County and surrounding area.
Call Greiber Heating and Sheet Metal in Wanakee, serving all of Dane County.
Finding the perfect pillow can be overwhelming. So many cheap pillows out there. Are you really getting the quality and support you need for a great night's sleep? That's why Denver Mattress turned to a neurosurgeon.
I've been recommending Doctor's Choice for 20 years. And while finding a great mattress is important to a healthy, restorative sleep, you also need the right pillow. The Doctor's Choice pillow by Denver Mattress is the only pillow that I use and recommend to my patients.
So follow the doctor's orders with a Doctor's Choice pillow. Packed with hypoallergenic down alternative microfiber and made in the USA at our very own Denver Mattress Factory, the Doctor's Choice pillow provides the ultimate neck-riddling comfort and support. And for a limited time, when you buy one Doctor's Choice jumbo pillow, you get the second free. That's right, 2 pillows for only $69.99 plus free shipping. And every pillow comes with our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop in-store or online and get your Doctor's Choice pillow today. But hurry, this offer won't last.
Complying with national guidelines is made easy with the CEDA's commercial touchless forehead thermometer. The Instant Read LCD digital display yields an accurate body temperature reading from 2 to 4 inches within half a second. From schools, offices, shops, and all other public places, keep yourself safe and compliant with a hands-free thermometer that's easy to install and easier to use. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
The holidays are a time for giving.
To your friends, your family,
to your teachers.
In that spirit of giving,
Chevy's proud to give our employee discount to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay
is what we pay. Not a cent more.
Because giving and giving back is what the holidays are all about.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $8,400 on this Silverado.
Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. On air, online, and download the Channel 3000 First Warn app. Be the first to know what's headed our way.
At News 3 Now, the FCC allowed us to boost the power of our broadcast signal. If you watch us using an antenna, you may need to activate the scan function on your TV menu to rescan available channels so you can continue to enjoy News 3 Now and CBS programming. Please rescan your TVs today.
Live look at road conditions that we're seeing over the state of Wisconsin right now. Well, that's going to be coming up in just a moment. But for now, we're still showing you the conditions out there. And earlier on, the roads around Madison were coming up as blue. Blue means they're a little slippery. Once they start to turn this pink shading, that means they're snow covered. So they had the roads cleared, but the snow continued to come on down. And so now they're seeing some issues with those roadways. And so you see that snow on the Beltline right now. If you got to be out, if you're going to go, I'm going to tell you it's going to be slow going from about 9 to lunchtime. Once we get towards lunchtime, that's when my expectation is for things to get a little bit better for us. But visibility right now still down around half a mile in Platteville. Same for Madison. And this is the live look at what we're seeing as the snow continues to come down. Heavier bands are setting up right on top of the Madison Metro as we speak. We're going to keep this around for the next couple of hours. Taylor?
Thank you so much, Chris. Well, coming up next, we are looking at... We've been warned about potential dark months ahead as the winter weather sets in with cabin fever and pandemic fatigue. But for one activity, the cold weather brings a new opportunity to get out safely. Our Madeline O'Neill shows us how from the ski hills of Mount Horeb.
Snow is welcome news here at Tyrrell Basin as they plan for a busy weekend with people looking to do something safely out of the house.
People are wanting to get out.
No question, this year has been an uphill battle for many.
They're going stir crazy.
Tyrrell Basin owner Nathan McGree hopes these hills can offer people the lift they need.
We've seen more brand new to skiing and snowboarding than ever before, especially early season.
The season is now shifting, ushering in cold, snow, and people.
Snow usually makes us more busy.
This year as a whole brings down new precautions.
Make sure you got a mask. If you don't have a mask, you're not getting on the hill.
Tyrrell Basin has also upped their sanitizing procedures and changed lift lines to keep people apart, clearing the way for activities that are socially distant by nature.
The running joke around here is if you're closer than 6 feet together on skis, you got bigger problems than COVID.
They stick to 25% capacity inside buildings and limit groups to 10 people. During what could be a dark winter, McGree says these activities open a window to hope.
We feel it's so critical for people, especially right now, that, get outside and get some fresh air. We want to be that positive thing, that light at the end of the tunnel.
If you're planning to head here this weekend, don't forget your mask. They're open until 9 o'clock tonight and from 10 to 4 Saturday and Sunday with extended hours coming. In Mount Horeb, Madeline O'Neill, News 3 Now.
Well, Tyrrell Basin has gotten hundreds of calls about snow tubing as well. They hope to start that coming next weekend. And the plans for shipping vaccines across the country is on. But it doesn't mean vaccinations can start just yet. News 3's Now, Amanda Quintana has the details on the next steps.
This is a big first step, but it's still just a first step. The Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, ACIP, still has to give their authorization, and here in Wisconsin, DHS does too. But a victory is closer.
Don't lose that aggressiveness. Don't take that eye off the ball.
Dr. Matt Anderson feels a bit like a coach. He says the FDA vaccine authorization puts us in the fourth quarter, but the game is not over yet.
We can't get into a prevent defense at the end of the game because that prevents you from winning. We know that people are still vulnerable in the current state, and we're going to have a lot of that risk still for coming months.
He's hopeful vaccine shipments could start arriving at UW Hospital next week. Approval from DHS maybe later in the week. Then finally, the vaccines can give frontline workers, those with the highest exposure risk, some relief.
Not that they would stop wearing their PPE, not that they're going to stop physical distancing or doing those other things, but it does give them a little bit better sense of comfort and well-being, we hope, as well, to know that there is this added layer of protection.
Anderson admits even once all healthcare workers are immunized, which will take months and multiple rounds of deliveries, that won't be enough to stop the spread, but it will reduce it and to keep hospital staff healthy enough to keep taking care of those who do get sick. But he says they can't be the only ones fighting. The rest of the team needs to continue too.
The victory over the pandemic is in sight, but we need to be careful that we're not playing not to lose and we just say, oh, we can go do what we want.
UW Health will be getting about 4,000 doses of Pfizer's vaccine, but without a finalized plan from DHS yet, they're unsure how many of those are for their employees and how many are just being stored there for employees at surrounding hospitals. In Madison, Amanda Quintana, News 3 Now.
The FDA plans to review Moderna's vaccine in the next week or so as well. Right now, the Pfizer vaccine is the only one being sent to our area. And it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas outside. You're taking a live look over the Capitol this morning. Chris has been tracking our winter weather all this morning, and he'll have that next.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
For over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments. Here's to one more, the Lexus December to Remember sales event.
Lease the 2021 NX300 all-wheel drive for $349 a month for 36 months and we'll make your first month's payment.
Experience amazing.
Dun, dun, dun. Come make a whisk and make them bounce. Pride on your lips, come make that sound. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. You gotta work it, work it, work it, work it, work it.
Ready to Juvederm it? Correct age-related volume loss in cheeks with Juvederm Voluma XC. Add fullness to lips with Juvederm Ultra XC. And smooth moderate to severe lines around the nose and mouth with Juvederm XC. Tell your doctor if you have a history of scarring or are taking medicines that decrease the body's immune response or that can prolong bleeding. Common side effects include injection site redness, swelling, pain, tenderness, firmness, lumps, bumps, bruising, discoloration, or itching. As with all fillers, there is a rare risk of unintentional injection into a blood vessel, which can cause vision abnormalities, blindness, stroke, temporary scabs, or scarring. Juvederm it. Talk to your doctor about the Juvederm collection of fillers.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-936-5735. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-936-5735.
For over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments. Here's to one more, the Lexus December to Remember sales event.
Lease the 2020 UX200 for $299 a month for 36 months and we'll make your first month's payment.
Experience amazing.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
A quick look at Department of Transportation road conditions across the state of Wisconsin will tell you who's seeing the snowfall and who's not. You work your way towards northern and western parts of the state. The green shading means these road conditions are in good shape. But once you get towards the blue, things are slippery. All the pink that you see, that means those roads are snow covered. That includes us right here in the Madison Metro. Snow covered roads on I-39-90 towards the north. Snow covered through the Beltline. Snow covered going outbound towards Lone Rock. Snow covered going outbound towards Mount Horeb as well. Here's a live look at the Beltline at Stoughton Road. A couple of cars trying to go, but you see the overall picture. So if you're going to be traveling, here's what you can expect. I think it's going to be slow going, especially from now all the way through about lunchtime. To use caution through about 3 o'clock, and then things gradually begin to improve as the snow starts to move out. But if you're driving right now, do know that visibilities are going to be limited. We're down to half-a-mile visibility in Madison, same for Monroe and Platteville, 3/4 mile visibility and Mineral Point. This is what it looks like from the Edgewater Sky Camera. This is typically where you see the whole skyline of Madison. Right now, you can only see the one building that's right there in the forefront of the camera. Radar shows you a heavier band that's sitting right on top of us in the Madison Metro. This is why our snowfall rates are doing what they're doing right now. This band is on top of us. It's coming down, and it's adding up quickly. I want to jump towards Janesville. You all were a mix earlier. You've now transitioned over to all snow, but there's a decent band that's working its way northward out of Janesville and towards the north and east. So places like Watertown and Fort Atkinson, you're getting ready to have this band move on through. Lake Mills, it'll be there by 9:02. Watertown, it'll be there by 9:20. Then it's going to work its way towards Waukesha as we get you towards 9:30. We look back towards the west, which is where our weather comes from, and we still see the snowflakes over parts of Iowa and northern Illinois. This is going to pivot its way through. So we still have a couple more hours of snowfall before all is said and done. By lunchtime, that's when I expect things to begin to at least subside for us. Flurries will linger with cloud cover and a northerly wind sticking around into the evening, but the bulk of the accumulating snow should be done by then. We've had about 6 inches in Madison right now. I'm expecting about an additional 1.5 to 2 inches of snow before all is said and done. So I've added the plus to that 3 to 7 in our forecast. 3 to 7 inch plus by the time all is said and done in this dark blue. 2 to 4 towards the north and west, then a sharp cutoff of 1 to 2 down towards the south and east where that rain trended a little bit longer. That's where I have you in a trace to 3 inches. But one thing is for sure, we're overall not done with the snow. The alert day continues today. Even after the show ends, I will be on social media. Download the Channel 3000 weather app as well, and I'll be posting updates to that. We'll see a chance for some flurries Tuesday and Wednesday. Much colder on Tuesday, a high of 25. Then those temperatures bounce back up above average with some sunshine and temperatures in the mid-30s to take us into the weekend. So Taylor, My hands are full. I'm going to be busy all morning long. I got busy starting yesterday around 11 o'clock when the flakes started. So we're here. I worked all night long, and we're here this morning, and we're going to continue to track this storm.
Chris, every time you add an inch, I'm like, okay, Chris is going to help me dig out my car.
We'll see what we can do.
Yes,
I've got you
please.
covered.
Thank you. Help a sister out. Thank you so much, Chris.
My pleasure.
We'll stick with News 3 now all weekend long. Amanda will have the day's top stories later on tonight. That will be at 6 and at 10. But first, one of Santa's helpers is reminding us all that we still have a reason to celebrate this year. His story is coming up next.
Keep your holidays in sync with free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Pick and Save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
A great night's sleep starts on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, get a Queen Beauty Rest mattress starting at only $449, or get a Beauty Rest Silver Queen or Full for the same price as a twin. A Silver Queen mattress starts at $799. Upgrade to a Beauty Rest Black or Black Hybrid and get $200 in Steinhoffels cash. Plus, make your new mattress more affordable with Steinhoffels special financing and free delivery. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
This is it. The new iPhone. Yeah, and it's 5G.
Is that more G's than mine?
Yours is 4G, Dad. This one is way faster.
Well, it's only 1G faster.
The new iPhone 12 Pro is way faster. Plus, US Cellular has the #1 ranked network.
You know, when I was your age, we used to get by with only half a G, and it was lowercase.
Oh.
We'll take 2.
The amazing iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 are here. Switch and get iPhone 12 on us with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Today's audio-video security and automation technology is powerful in what it can do, but it can be complex with overwhelming options to choose from, and you may not know where to go for trusted advice. Well, we at Fearing's Audio Video Security have assembled a team of experts to guide you in choosing the right system for your business and home. Then we custom design and install easy-to-use solutions to advance your business, enhance your home, and simplify your life. Check us out at fearings.com.
It's called the greater good. At Quartz, it's what fuels our passion to better serve our members and our community. It's why we ensure easy access to the doctors, hospitals, and clinics of UW Health. It's what pushes us to invest in the name of community health and wellness programs and to find new ways to help those who need the help the most. But hey, you know all about the greater good. Quartz, health plans built with you in mind.
This holiday season, use the Pick and Save app to get personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. So you can save big on exactly what you want, no matter who you are. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Before you make plans, download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app.
Well, finally this morning, do you believe in miracles? CBS News and Nancy Chin introduces us to a young boy who's depending on one.
And then go ahead and walk all the way down.
Outside a store in Stockton, California.
Thank you.
A boy named Mateo has a mail call responsibility.
To get randos to Santa.
Diagnosed with leukemia after his second birthday, the 5-year-old has spent much of his life at home, even before the pandemic. But there's one visitor he always looks forward to seeing.
I just like watching my old mailman come by every day.
Which is why Mateo dreams of becoming a mailman. Organized by the Make-A-Wish Foundation, visitors dropped off letters for Santa, with a kindergartner as his official helper.
Dear Santa.
Cynthia Toscano is Mateo's mom.
It just means everything. I mean, he's had such a hard time over the last few years, and I think something like this is what he really needed.
Make-A-Wish says they'll fully transform Mateo into a mail carrier when it's safe to do so. But for Mateo, the joy in this job will be hard to top, with the heady responsibility of getting letters to the big guy in red.
When I'm feeling sad,
A special delivery just in time for the holidays. Nancy Chen, CBS News.
I don't feel so bad.
Well, Mateo can teach us all a little thing or two about the holidays, but right now we are tracking that snow. And Chris, does that almost say 7 inches of snow on the ruler?
It does. So at the start of the show, I put this in the ground on the patio after we went out there.
I saw.
And we were at 6 inches.
Whew.
Now we're seeing that snow creep up a little past 6.5, closer to 7 inches, and we're not done.
Okay.
I still think we're going to add about an inch or so on top of
Remember
what we
what
have.
I said, every inch, you're going to help me get my car out.
Between now and then, I believe Madison's going to end up, at least the west side of Madison, you're going to end up between 7.5 and 8 inches of snow.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, everyone. Of course, as a reminder, drive safe, drive carefully, and we will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning.